Come nearer to me, kid. Don't allow the burden of your past errors or your fear of failing hold you back. I'm inviting you to relax in my presence, not to stand before me in your perfection, even if you want to cry on the inside. You've been working very hard to keep things together and project strength. I never asked you to be the strong one, however, so listen to me now. I requested that you rely on me. Some of the burdens you've borne in silence have been ones you've never spoken out loud because you believed no one would understand. But every buried tear was visible to me. They were like precious raindrops to me. On the evenings when you didn't believe you would survive, I was at your side. You are still here, I tell you, because my hand never left you. I am aware of the mental conflicts you engage in, the rumors that you're not good enough, that you failed too much, or that perhaps I've rejected you. But hear me out, dear. I haven't abandoned you. I have never looked away from you. I was communicating via the silence, even when you couldn't sense me or believed heaven was quiet. I was protecting you as danger approached. To protect you from what the adversary thought would destroy you, I set my angels. My angels stood between you and the darkness. At times when you should have been overcome by despair, but you were blind to some things. At my order they provided you with assistance when you were feeling overwhelmed and unsure of your ability to survive another day. I never stopped fighting for you, even if you were unaware of the mystical shield that surrounded you. Listen carefully, you are never, ever alone. I accompany you into every unknown area. I go before you because I am your shepherd. When it seems that there is no way, I prepare a path. I'm not going to let your tale finish in failure. Yes, there will still be difficulties. I won't lie to you and tell you that things will always go well. A few upcoming seasons can put your faith to the test. Money could become tighter. Your loved ones could misinterpret you. Relationships may tremble. Sometimes you could feel like you're falling behind. Hear me out though. No storm will have the last say over you. Nothing will stop me from providing. My love for you won't be taken away by treachery. I already have a bigger redemption in mind for any assault the opponent attempts to unleash. My angels won't abandon you either. When you are too exhausted to raise your own voice, they will fight for you. They will protect your future and circle your family and cover your house. Even if you can't see them, you will sense the tranquility they provide to your environment. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11. Super thanks are your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Your performance does not determine your worth to me, my love. I don't keep track of your mistakes. Your faultless appearance does not impress me. Your heart has touched me. Your heart is open, honest, shattered and true. I cherish that. Don't fall for the myth that you have to change yourself before you can get close. You would have healed yourself by now if you were capable of doing so. But the healer is me, the restorer is myself. Your head is being lifted by me. I am the one who transforms weakness into strength and ashes into beauty. Sometimes you wonder perhaps I've gone too far. However, I assure you that no distance is too far for my grace. Even if I may have lost my opportunity, I can touch any wound, no matter how deep. My intentions for you cannot be canceled by any error. Every shade, remorse, and humiliation you believed disqualified, you are outweighed by my love. Yes, I am aware of the burdens you bear, the bills that seem to be out of balance. The partnership seems tense and vulnerable. The unpredictability of tomorrow, the worrying that you may not be able to handle today's demands. But allow me to say this to you. You won't crumble under life's burden. You'll get up, you'll persevere. Where you believe there was a shortage, you will perceive supply. Where you anticipated pandemonium, you will find tranquility. Where you believed everything was broken, you will see reconciliation because I am with you, not just observing from a distance. I am now going into your situation, even though the earth doesn't seem to have changed yet. Seeds are already emerging underneath it. The miracle is happening. Don't hate the waiting period. Don't curse the quiet. Denial is not what the delay is. I am molding, fortifying, and getting you ready for what I have promised you. In the secret regions, my angels are working hard to set up alignments, guard doors, close traps, and provide answers to prayers you haven't even said yet. While you wait, come as you are, then put the mask down, put the weight down, put an end to your striving and your guilt. I don't need you to prove yourself. You were already my choice. I've already claimed you as mine. Furthermore, nothing you do or don't do will ever alter the fact that you are mine. Let me say it again, I like you. Your presence is more enjoyable to me than your performance. Even when you consider it unimportant, I like hearing you laugh when you murmur my name. I love your voice. Your little actions of faith bring me delight. I am a loving Savior who enjoys being near you, not a distant God who keeps a checklist. Put this as your proclamation in the comments. I am not alone. Jesus loves, cares for, and protects me. You've questioned if you've revealed too much about yourself, whether the struggles have sapped your energy, and whether the setbacks have left you more damaged than can be healed. However, I assure you that I can touch any scar. Scars can serve as a component of your testimony, shining as proof that you were wounded but never abandoned, pushed but never crushed, and struck down but never destroyed. I redeem your wounds, not erase them. Through your frailty, they turn into the locations where my glory shines. You've been taught that you must not break in order to remain strong. However, I tell you that submission is where strength lies. Falling into my arms and acknowledging that you can't handle this alone is the strongest thing you can do. I bear the weight you were never meant to bear. Therefore my yoke is light and my load is easy. You've taken on conflicts that weren't yours, anxieties that weren't given to you, and guilt that I already bore till the end. Now let them go, place them at my feet. Allow heaven's soldiers to engage in the battles. You find yourself mentally reenacting. I didn't leave you without anything. My spirit is inside you. My angels are like a shield around you. Heaven is already mobilized on your behalf. Each morning when you awaken, you don't start your day by yourself. Indeed, difficulties will yet arise. Storms may break out, people may leave, and finances may tremble, but you won't be overpowered. For you walk with the one who is in control of the waves and the wind. In hunger you walk with the one who increases bread. You walk with the one who gives life to dried bones and men's wounded hearts. Don't allow the fear of scarcity control your choices. Even if the economy falters, my kingdom never runs out of resources. Provision is my obligation, not yours. All you need to do is have faith in me and follow my instructions exactly. Avoid comparing yourself to other people. It is not your root, your measure is not their supply. It won't be late, and I have a peace for you. I am aware that you have experienced the pain of strained relationships, the sting of misunderstandings, and the loneliness of people departing when you expected them to remain. But don't let your heart harden. My kid, be kind with yourself. Even if it seems unjust, continue to provide forgiveness. Continue to love. Even if you don't get the same amount in return, even when individuals fail, never give up because you love, because of me, not because of your own abilities. I fill you to overflowing. And to remind you that heaven never gives up, I send angels to console and uplift you when others fail. When the adversary whispers you are alone, keep in mind that the forces of heaven are always around you. They watch over your prayers, protect your actions, and provide answers via the invisible realm. You're not alone, you're surrounded. You've evaluated yourself based on what you believe you've lost, dear. You cannot get back time, friendships, money, years, or opportunities. But listen, nothing is wasted in me. I shall weave myself into redemption, even if you consider those years squandered. I'll utilize even what you believe to be broken to create something fresh. My repair magnifies what was taken, not merely returns it, my grace changes, not just heals. Sometimes you ask yourself, how will I know whether I am on the correct path? When so much is unclear, how can I tell what your will is? And I promise you that peace will lead you. So you will know not the lack of hardship, but the unwavering serenity inside your soul. My spirit will faithfully guide you via silence, rather than confusion. Even in the midst of turmoil, you will know that you are under my control. When your heart is in me, so take a brave step. Don't back down even if you feel unworthy. Don't put things off because you're afraid of failure. It is my weakness, not your perfection, that makes my strength perfect. When you take shaky steps of trust and rely on me for the result, I am exalted. Don't let your fear of failure to stop you from trying. Come on ahead, have faith in me for the outcome. I should also tell you that all of your prayers have been answered. Not a single murmur hit the floor unheard. Not a single tear fell aimlessly. I was working in the background, synchronizing things you couldn't yet see. Even when you felt your prayers were unanswered, because of the importance of timeliness, certain responses are delayed because your character must be molded. To hold the blessing, some answers take time to reveal. However, all of your faith-filled words have made it to my throne, and none are in vain. Yes, there are valleys and mountain tops on the path ahead. However, valleys serve as preparation rather than punishment. In order to remember who pulled you to the mountain, the valley teaches you to rely on others, to prevent pride from stealing your blessing. The valley humbles you, and you are never by yourself. Throughout it all, my staff and rod provide you peace even in the valley of gloom. So don't be afraid of the unknown. Don't repeat something you can't alter. Give up practicing all the worst-case scenarios. Your shortcomings do not define you. Your worries are not you. You are my chosen one, my redeemed one, and my cherished. My spirit is in you. You are covered by angels. Heavenly locations are where you are sitting. You are that person. You will recall that this was the season when long-awaited answers began to flow like rivers in a dry region, when things that had been closed for years started to unlock. I'm not talking about hazy emotions or far-off promises. My kid, I'm talking about tangible progress, quantifiable transformation, and doors you can see and enter. However, I must remind you that involvement is not passive. Your yes in both the big and small will be necessary for the breakthrough I am delivering. It will urge you to act when your gut tells you to wait, to let go where you have been holding on, and to forgive when it is difficult. I'm giving you the clarity you've longed for. but clarity requires bravery. Don't let your fear pass for knowledge. The adversary will use cautionary language to disguise hesitancy, but I have already been sending you signals. In the scripture that caught your attention last week, in the discussion that uplifted your soul, and in the dream that you almost disregarded, he will urge, don't rush. Maybe you should wait for more signs. These were not sporadic events. They were getting you ready for the moment. By lining up my voice, you are not going into these 3 days by yourself. I assure you, angels are still stationed in the locations you will visit. There are already a few waiting to greet you at the doors that will open. Some are preparing to welcome you by speaking to hearts that will come into contact with you. Before you ever get there, some people are fighting in the shadows to destroy the opposition. Heaven's might surrounds, protects, and supports you. But you have to walk, you have to decide to relocate. You won't see the depth of what I have prepared if you stick to what you know because it seems secure. Instead of calling you to a life of retreating, I have called you to one of progress. Recall that until he got out of the boat, Peter was unable to walk on water, and he went outside because my word beckoned him, not because the river had changed. I'm phoning you right now. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11. Super thanks are your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. I will put you in the company of those who will hasten your destiny during these days. A single statement from some of them will change your viewpoint permanently. Others may have opportunities or resources you were unaware you needed. Some will push you to take more risks, think more broadly, and believe more deeply. Even if these connections seem strange, don't fight them for this very moment. I am bringing them into your life. I'm pruning too. This implies that you will begin to feel uneasy in some situations, relationships, or routines, not because they are suddenly worse, but rather because you have outgrown them. You will no longer be satisfied with what formerly kept you going. That's my way of drawing you into the future. Let go with appreciation, peacefully let go. You will feel heavy if you hold on to what I am attempting to take away. You will feel light enough to run if you let it go. We need to take significant action this week. Send that email you've been putting off. Have the discussion you've been dreading. Take the action you've been hesitant to take. I'm with you every step of the way. I'm not asking you to jump without thinking. Rather, I'm asking you to jump with awareness that I'm holding you. Don't judge this moment by the first appearance. The most crucial step is planting. Even if seeds do not provide their entire crop, on the day of sowing, the breakthrough you will eventually enjoy is the result of your obedience today, and you will know it started here. In these special days, when you decided to trust in me above all else, the evidence will come because it will. So get ready, give what I'm going to do. Space in your heart thoughts, and even your calendar. Take the noise away, clear the clutter. Make room for me to occupy. Additionally, you react promptly when I prod you, even in the slightest manner. Disobedience often results from delayed obedience, and I don't want you to miss anything I've planned. My darling, your yes is strong. What you cannot see is unlocked by it. It calls the angels to action. It alters the moods around you. And you won't understand how much your yes will mean during the following 3 days. These days, my child, are characterized by more than just urgency. They are infused with my presence. I'm closer than you think, keeping an eye on your every move and hearing everything you say over your own voice. Now pay attention, because the words that come out of your lips are seeds, not simply noises. During this designated time, seeds develop rapidly. You will watch life flourish. If you speak life, the adversary will be able to grow weeds in the exact ground I have prepared for your harvest. If you speak fear, I am inviting you to connect your confession with my promises and live in accordance with heaven. Speak like someone who is taken care of. When I say you are provided for, speak like someone who lives in totality. When I say you are healed, speak like someone who is already acting with purpose. When I say you are chosen, when they hear my word in your voice, the angels I have given you, listen to it and react. Give them a listen to faith. Let them hear bravery. Let them hear the news of triumph beforehand. During these 3 days, there will be times when it will be very tempting to back off. You can experience unexpected financial strain, leading you to question the wisdom of your choice. To trust me, tension may rise in a relationship, making you wonder whether it was worth the work to try to mend it. At first glance, a door that you assumed would open easily could seem jammed. They are the last impediment before the release. Thus, they are not indicators that you are veering off track. The nearer you get to breaking through, the harder the opponent pushes. Keep in mind that there wouldn't be any resistance to keep you out if you weren't going to enter anything worthwhile. For this reason, I urge you to be steadfast. Opposition should not be interpreted as my absence. I've already surpassed you. The breakthrough will be long-lasting. but the resistance is just ephemeral. Angelic powers are changing the odds in your favor. Even as you read these lines, they are influencing others to support your cause, setting up meetings you could not have organized, and bringing in resources from unlikely sources. When you see my hand in such intimate ways, you'll know it's me. I'll give you little confirmations, so keep an eye out. Someone could remark something that echoes what I said to you in prayer. If you let go of your fear, an opportunity can present itself within hours. It can be the unexpected release of a weight you've been carrying for years. You are at the heart of my will, as shown by these signals. They are reminders that I am here and that I am moving. They are not coincidences. They are love notes from heaven. This week is also an opportunity to rethink what is feasible. You've been so beaten down by disappointment that you've reduced your standards in some areas. I'm asking you to dream again, however, but this time with strong faith that says it will be, rather than timid hope that whispers maybe. Faith doesn't wait for perfect proof. It acts on the word I've given. Let your prayers be abundant. Allow your vision to surpass the capabilities of your present resources. You have my strength behind you, not your own limitations. And kid, don't undervalue how your obedience will affect those around you. Just by seeing you move, some individuals will find the guts to do the same. Your affirmative response will have a cascading effect, releasing bonds you were unaware existed in their life. This surpasses you in size. It is about generations, destiny, and how my kingdom plans are being revealed in your life. I will offer you some strange instructions in the quiet times of the following 3 days. Don't ignore them just because they don't make sense to you. Obedience will keep you in line, but logic will keep you in charge. I could advise you to enter a place that looks daunting, to leave something that seems helpful, or to bless someone who cannot repay you. Every guidance I provide is a step closer to the bigger picture I have in mind for you, even when it doesn't make sense. Have faith in me. You will remember these days as the time you entered the rhythm of heaven, not as a test you barely made it through. You will recall the delight that astonished you throughout the battle, the power that emerged when you thought you had none left, and the serenity that arrived despite the uncertainty. And you'll realize that I was the one who guided, provided, and protected the whole time. Thus, my darling, keep your spirit alert. Intensify your attention and prepare your heart. Every hour counts, every yes counts. You are in the middle of a predetermined moment, and the clock in heaven is ticking away. I promise not to let you down, for my plans to be revealed, and my kindness to be shown in ways you have longed for but have not yet been able to envision. Step forth with confidence, my child, because I go before you, and straighten the crooked roads. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Since I've been there before and have paved the path, no force in heaven or on earth can close what I have ordered, and every door I open will stay open until its purpose is accomplished. The secret to unlocking these miraculous moments will be your trust. You will witness how my hand has skillfully braided every element. As you proceed, connections, provisions, timing, and even the difficulties that once seemed to stand in your way, you'll realize that they were merely molding you for this hour. This is the time to be joyful before the manifestation, to give thanks before the proof, and to have faith before the result. Every breath, every stride, and every pulse have me at your side. When you reflect on these days, you'll think that's when it changed. God unquestionably blessed my route at that point. So rise, dearest. Don't hesitate to say yes to me. Take immediate action, have faith without shakiness, because I am preparing you for the path, not just a path for you. Heaven moves with you as you do, and my promise comes to pass. Now is your moment. This marks a turning moment in your life. And this week, my whisper will turn into your breakthrough. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification